I think it's important if someone's come to you and said, this is how I'm feeling, is to one, internally acknowledge of how big a moment that is for that person. We can all carry these thoughts around with us for so long, and they can be so intense that for someone to finally say, I'm feeling like I just don't want to be here anymore, is to acknowledge how much that must have taken. And that could be the first time someone's ever said that, and it's such a huge moment to say that. But it's important to just be there for that person, to listen and almost acknowledge that, say, look, I'm so, I really appreciate you telling me how you're feeling, tell me more, tell me about this. Sometimes we don't have to say too much because we don't understand what that person's feeling, we don't understand what that person's going through, don't have any solutions, but what we all have is the ability to just give that person time to talk, time to just feel like they're being heard and that we care. It's such a huge thing, just knowing that someone cares enough to just sit there and listen and make you feel that you're okay to feel that way. I think what I do want to say is that if anybody is worried that someone is thinking and having these thoughts, that by asking, are you thinking that you want to end your life or are you feeling suicidal, you're not going to plant that seed. And it's really important to ask that question. Giving the ability for someone to finally feel that they can be honest and heard without judgment, and that it's okay to say, do you know what, yes, actually I have been feeling that way, can be really, really helpful. I think when it comes to supporting people, it can be easy to take on their emotions, their feelings, their problems, and also to try and solve them and to feel responsible for that person. It's so important that if you've had a difficult conversation, if you feel that, that you've had a difficult conversation with someone where they've said to you, I want to end my life, that that it's okay to talk to someone you trust about it. It's almost like a domino effect. We all end up talking to each other about how we feel, because ultimately we need to. So it's about knowing that I was there for them and I was there to listen and I was there to support, but ultimately knowing that I now need to look after myself, because it can be difficult.